Welcome, folks, to this look at the data or the battlemat generators that are built into Worldographer. I'm Joe Wetzel, the creator of the program. What you can see in front of you is essentially a battlemat of a tavern that was auto-generated. And to do all of this, you're going to go up to File, New Battlemat Dungeon Map. Now, I should point out that most of these are in the Pro version only. You'll see if you've got the free version, better than half of them are disabled, but we're going to show you what they all do. So I'm going to generate a tavern again, hit generate map, and you can see here's a different layout for a tavern, different location for where, in this case we actually have a couple of private side rooms. Actually, these locations are roughly in the same place, but slightly different sizes. We can pull it up again. New dungeon battlemat map. Generate another one. So here we've got those on the side, kind of clashing colors here. So you could change the color of the floor or change out the furniture, your choice. Furniture is over here on features, and you could just click one, delete it. Like once it's been selected, select one, delete it, and then find another table. You can filter by table too, which would probably have been a good idea, but here we got the stairs. Now we've got tables, and so here, if we wanted to do a richer walnut kind of color, and put it down there. It's off center a little bit. Need to turn off place freely there, or turn on place freely, I should say. Turn on place freely, and then I can put it anywhere and get the exact right spot for that. You can also use your arrow keys to kind of position it as well. So you can swap everything in and out. You can also swap the floor color. File, new battlemat dungeon. Let's move on to another one. Let's go and start at the top now. Let's do a house. Now this is one of the earlier generators, so it doesn't do a background, but you could do that by coming down to shapes here, polygon, picking the texture that you want. And so if we wanted to use that same texture that we had before, you would do this, turn off, well, first push that down, turn off the border, and now you've got your house. You could add a little path going to the front door. You can get as detailed as you'd like with another shape, could be the path. You can add some trees around with the features. New battlemat dungeon again. Let's show another house just to show some variety. So this is a one-story thing where the bedrooms are there on the same floor. And then go to, let's try an inn. So this is going to generate 2 levels, where the second level is all this additional stuff. Now, this didn't look at the size needed and adjust the map size like it probably should. Again, this is one of the earlier generators written, but in the Pro version you can expand that. If you're not using the tile functionality, though, it doesn't really matter. But I would just, take the shapes and put down another shape all around it. Like I could zoom out, got get a new shape here, click on these, got it. Actually, let's push it down first, and I would try to show that we've got an upper floor and a lower floor by doing that, and then doing another one. So deselect the current shape, do a bluish color, and then do that. And so we could, I could take the time to line up. Actually, I could check the snap points to grid. So I can, control drag these points to get them to all line up. But for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that with all of them, just to show all this off. There we go. So that's our inn generator. I have an upstairs and a downstairs, and then a common sleeping room in this case. Some of the, this is random, so you're not going to always have a common sleeping room. You're not always going to have a room for the owner. and so forth. You got stairs leading down to a cellar for some storage, more storage. New. Let's do the smith now. So here we've got his forge, and we've got a living area, kitchen area. Here's some storage that he's got. Well, here's storage. Here's some, maybe a shop. Then we've got, 2 bedrooms there. So yeah. Continuing on, generate a store. Here we've got, storage there, and then we've got all of the storefront. You could have a bunch of things laid out on the tables. In fact, we've got a couple of extra icon packs where you can have, different things on the tables. If you look for, we've done them through Patreon every month, and if you look for a shops set, shops and more set, we've done some stuff like that. And we put them up on Drive-Thru-RPG on our website. On the Worldographer.com website is an index of all of those icons that have been done over time. So you can pull that index up and you can search for shops, and if you look for extra icon sets, that sort of thing, it'll pop up for you to give you an index of all of those icon sets. And now we can do generate tavern. We've done a few times. Generate tower. So here we're going to do two levels above, 1 level below. I don't remember what levels are before wrapping. We can make it bigger or smaller. So this is going to be 25 feet across, essentially. And then I can say, what do I want? And so I definitely want barracks here because it's a guard post, and a jail downstairs. And then I could have, maybe I could, I'll have a dining up on the upper level there. Hit OK. So that's what we get. Probably need some tweaks here. So the dining looks good and upstairs, but somehow the generator, maybe because of the small size or something with the barracks, might be interfering, putting the barracks on the main floor instead of having an audience hall or something like that there. So we don't have a door. But because it's a full editor, and the generators are just trying to get you close to what you need. So I can grab a door icon, and don't want it to be too big though. Let's not override the default sizes. There we go. But this time I do want to smack it down in the middle here. Then I could also draw some shapes to draw out some cells downstairs for the basement jail, or you can just say that everybody's just forced down there, and you've got a guard at the top of the steps or the bottom, a couple guards at the bottom of the steps at a table, and you could smack that down and be done with it. And then battlemat generator. So now we've also got generating dungeons. We've done that in 2 ways. The newer way is through sections, and this is going to generate a map that probably need to scroll out on to get a good view of it all. But it's generating a 3x3 section in this case of a dungeon, and then you can customize it from there. And then file new battlemat dungeon map, and go ahead, and this is the older way to generate a dungeon. This is much more random. Generate, and this one puts down some numbers for you as well. It generates a quick little dungeon. You can add a stairway leading down right there, probably in 9, or you could start it in 1. But as I said, this is an earlier generation of it, so you'd have to probably tweak this quite a bit and remove this long corridor that goes nowhere, and or add another room there, so forth. But it gets you started. That's what all these generators are all about, is giving you something to get started. The more recent ones are a little bit better. The tavern, the inn, the tower, and the house even, or store. Those are all pretty good. And with minimal tweaking, you've got something right from the get-go. So that's what the battlemat dungeon map generation is like in Worldographer. Thanks for your interest, and happy gaming to you.